Hello guys and welcome to Motorasium. Few days ago I saw on an Instagram channel called Car Industry Analysis a graphic that I would like to present you because I think it's very interesting and I see a lot of discussion about this topic. This is the graphic that we are speaking about. Basically, he put all and only the premium brands in this graphic and divide them in different categories. On the top of the range on the graphic, he put the brands that are considered more premium than the others, so they are brands that are make luxury cars. So more than premium means luxury. So here we can see all the brands that are that making very expensive cars like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Rolls-Royce, etc. On the lower part of the graphic, it puts brands that are considered less premium. So they are still premium, still expensive brands, but they cost less compared to the other brands that we see here. By the way, they are still premium brands because if in this graphic we would like to add other brands like Volkswagen, Fiat, Ford, Renault, etc., they should be here. So even lower those brands. So please keep in mind that all the brands in this graphic are making expensive premium cars. Okay. The second differentiation that is making about the premium brands is about the focus on performance, on comfort. On the right side, he put the brands that are focused on performance. On the left side, he put brands that are focused on comfort, basically. So if we take, for example, two brands that are considered very premium luxury, like Ferrari and Rolls-Royce, Ferrari is on the right side because it's more focused on sport, and Rolls-Royce is on the left side because it's more focused on comfort. Well, I think that this graphic is very simple, and the point is why so many people do not agree with the brand positioning that is made here. Well, because it was full of comments of people saying, I think this one is less premium, I think this one is more premium, that's to be a bit higher, that's a bit lower. Well, frankly speaking, I'm not surprised. I don't know what's happened to the light today. Frankly speaking, I'm not surprised about this. Why? Because the brand positioning is different from a country to another. If I think about like a person that works in the international car business, I mostly agree with all the position that is made in this graphic. But if I watch this video from the point of view of a person that is working and living in Italy, I do not agree with many aspects that are in this graphic. Just to make you an example. For example, in Italy, such brands are not present, or if they are present, they sell very few units that most of the people don't even know that they exist in Italy. For example, we don't have such brands like Polestar, Acura, Cadillac, Lincoln, and even Infiniti nowadays is very few volumes, or Genesis, etc., etc. On the other side, in Italy, Audi work very well in the positioning of the brands, and nowadays is considered at the same level of BMW and Mercedes. On the other side, Land Rover in Italy is very premium because nowadays I think it's even more premium in Italy than Mercedes, BMW and Audi. In Italy we don't have the image of Land Rover like the old Defender going in the mud, but it's more about the Range Rover, so it's considered very premium in Italy, Land Rover. On the other side, we have even Tesla have a very high reputation, I would say at the same level of Mercedes, Audi and BMW, and probably Bentley is a bit higher. So if I make something like this and I go in Italy with review graphics made with my just correction, I think most of the Italian, probably not all, agree with my last correction. If I go in Italy with the one made by Felipe of Car Industry Analysis, many Italians say, I do not agree with this. And this is common because if I go around the world and I say, please, can you correct this graphic? I'm pretty sure that people from different parts of the world will make a different graphics like this, depending on where they are living. So the point of view of Felipe in doing this kind of graphics is the point of view of a person that were in the car industry at a higher level, with a global view. And when he's making this kind of graphics, he's think about the average of all the country in the world, let me say. But if we consider this from the point of view of a local market, from a point of view of even local product manager that are expert in car business but work in a specific market, this graphic is very different. So what is the point? The point is the brand positioning is different from a country to another. There are different reasons why a brand should decide to be positioning in a different way in a market compared to another. Because there is, let me say, a global policy in which the brand give some guideline about what is the brand, how it's made. On the other side, we have the single markets that are different each other. So what is the point? In the next video, I will tell you why a brand can decide, what are the main reasons why a brand can decide to have a different positioning in a market compared to another. So they are not simple reasons, and some are very different each other, and that is the topic for the next video. To conclude, I see the comments of some people saying, but Mercedes is offering like the Mercedes AMG GT that is aligned with Porsche, so Mercedes has to be more or less at the same level of Porsche. Well, we have to consider that this graphic is taking account only the brands. So let me say is a kind of average of all the brands of the models that a brand is making. So in the case of Mercedes is making car from, I'm speaking about Italian price, from 25,000 euros with the A-Class to 300,000 euros with most expensive models with the V12 engine. So the point is Mercedes is offering probably the widest product range in the premium market with a very different price point of single model. We have to consider an average, and we have in particular to consider what are the models that are more sold from Mercedes. So Mercedes is sold most of the volumes from 25,000 euros, let me say, till 70,000-80,000 euros. So that's why Mercedes is aligned with BMW and Audi and not with the Porsche, in which most of the Porsche that are sold on the market are starting from 70,000 euros till 200,000 euros, more or less. And every product manager for single model is making this graphic considering the single models. For example, if Mercedes want to do it for the Mercedes GT, then in that case we put like competitors and it put it on the same level of Porsche or Aston Martin for some specific model, but is made for single models, but this one is made only for brands, so it's more wide, more general. It's considered the average of all the brands, let me say. Making this video today was quite complicated due to the light, so now I turn it off because it's probably better. And in the next video we will see why a brand can decide to make different positioning depending on the market. And see you in next video, always here on the Motorasium channel English version. Bye bye!